Chris, welcome to the program.
Hi, Dr. Laura.
Hi.
Thanks for taking my call.
Thank you.
Yeah, so here's my situation. So 5 years ago, my brother leaned over me, pointed in my face, and screamed, "You effing," I don't know if I can say this word, B word. "You're not my sister," because I hadn't paid him back yet for a group gift at Christmas. I
am hard-pressed to understand how a brother could rise to that level over one circumstance. So I'm guessing you have more of a history with him.
Yes, there is more history for
well,
sure.
Why don't we frame it? Nothing has changed, and 5 years ago he escalated to this. That's a more reasonable assessment of the situation, right?
Yes. Yep.
Why didn't you mention that?
It did escalate.
Why did I have to drag it out of you? You made it sound like this was one isolated situation.
Oh, well, I was just trying to get to the point of the matter. So, yeah, there is, because it's kind of long. And I think my sister has something to do with it. She was not feeling confident in many issues. And she kind of, my mom even told me that she got the boys to create a I Hate Chris club. So I knew something was going on. My sister and I have had problems in the past, but my brother and I, both my brothers and I, not to this kind of extent before. So all of a sudden this came out of the blue.
I had a woman in counseling who married a second abusive guy, and her explanation to me was, and she meant it sincerely, that this guy is less violent than the first one. So it's an improvement. It's acceptable. So it escalated. Yeah. Okay. But it wasn't ever this bad, means it was always bad. So you're in a wacko family where people turn on each other and can be very mean and threatening.
Yes.
That's the reality. But everybody wants to think they have a nice family, so they hang in there hoping it'll get better. So, okay. So he said this scary thing to you, and then what happened?
I was super tired and not feeling well that day. And so I was in shock. I didn't say anything. I just sat there, and then he eventually walked away. And that was it. And the funny thing is, my parents were downstairs and they heard it all. And I asked them about that, and they're like, "Oh, pretty much we're staying out of it. Like, we don't know. We didn't see it. We don't know what happened." But the weird thing about it is, I was downstairs and I was walking upstairs, and I didn't feel him following me. I was going up to the bedroom because I was downstairs watching TV. And then I went up because my brother was there talking to my dad.
Too much story. Too much story.
Yeah, I know.
I don't need to hear any of that. Well, sweetheart, can you stand back and look at how sick this is? If you saw this in a movie, what would you think of the parents doing that? If you saw this in a movie, what would you think of parents who handled it that way? It's a movie now.
It's hurtful.
No,
it's
a movie will not hurt you. No, wrong. A movie will not hurt you.
Okay, so I got you.
You're watching a movie, and you watch parents behave like that. What would you think?
Mm-hmm. I would think that they're not being supportive and not helping out.
And what would you think was wrong with them that they did it that way? America's 250th birthday coming up this July 4th. And it also marks the timely release of Angel's new film, Young Washington, starring legendary actor Ben Kingsley and Andy Serkis and Kelsey Grammer. Young Washington arrives in theaters this Independence Day, so what are you waiting for? In honor of America's 250th birthday, Angel is offering one of their biggest discounts off a premium membership. Not only will you get access to Angel's complete catalog of values-based entertainment, you will also get 2 free tickets to Young Washington and any future theatrical release. So join Angel today. Explore the platform. Watch stories that honor courage, sacrifice, and spirit that this July 4th weekend is all about. Take pride in helping to make this film the #1 movie in America for our nation's 250th birthday. Sign up now, angel.com/Dr. Laura. That's angel.com/Dr. Laura.
They're being, what's the word, negligent, I guess? Or I don't know if that's the right word. They're being, I can't think of a word. Absent about it.
Cowardly
Careless.
is the word that comes to my mind.
Oh, okay. I like that
You see,
word.
you're not going to run upstairs and say, Mom, Dad, F the hell out of you. I could kick your ass across the room. You're not going to do that. So they're not afraid of you. So when they don't take a side, it's to prevent the sister and the brother from running in the room and going, I'm going to F the crap out of you. So the reason they do it to you is because they're totally safe because you're a wimp.
Ooh.
And you tolerate abuse. So they let you hang by yourself because they're scared of the others. That's what's going on. And that's what you'd see in the movie.
Okay. That makes sense. They're louder and more aggressive, and I'm not.
They are loud and aggressive, and you are not. Leave the word more out. They are loud and aggressive. That's who they are. That's who they're tolerated to be by your parents.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yep.
That is true.
Okay.
So what do I do now?
That's up to you. Nothing's going to change in your family. You go to events, this is what's going to happen. You interact with them, this is going to continue. You'll have more stories till the day you're dead.
Oh.
Between now and dead, you already know what it's like to be a member of this family.
That is why I moved to Arizona. They're all in another state, and I moved to Arizona. That is one of the reasons, because it was very hard to be in that.
Well, if you're still visiting and on the phone and looking at social media where they're all writing and all of that and talking on the phone, or if I said that already, emails and texts, if you're still invested in that, you're still going to allow yourself to be, in your word, hurt. You being hurt by them is a voluntary activity. Ooh.
Yeah, I kind of know that. I just don't know what kind of relationship to have. Like, I just flew home for a funeral, and it was okay. We did discuss this a little bit, but I find that my parents are emotionally immature, and some of those behaviors have trickled down to my siblings. Since I'm far away, I've gotten a lot of counseling, and I feel like that I have matured more and have learned, and I can see this in a different light. But as you said,
your therapist never pointed out that because you were the good kid, they let you swing? Because they're not afraid of you? You didn't deal with that, did you? No. It's an important part of this picture. And the most evil, crappy of parents can have nice moments, especially at somebody's funeral.
Yes.
Yes. Because as long as you don't complain, as long as you don't demand that they act like parents, they're fine. So I don't know why you think that
gives the silent treatment.
It doesn't make any difference. If you haven't discussed, I don't understand. You're in therapy, you're more mature, yet you're still agonizing about it.
Yeah. It's hard to just cut them completely off.
In your mind, you have to. Whether you do it or not, in a phone call, I don't care. But in your mind, you have to cut them off as being relevant to your life. You can go be nice, but you know they count on you doing that, so you don't give them any shit. And they're just so happy. But if you need defending or protecting, you're on your own. How is that for a therapy session?
Yep. Nope, that's kind of what I've maybe thought. And I like your directness, so you validated that.
Okay.
Yep.
So I need you to cut them off in your mind. If you're going to interact now and then, I don't care. But as meaningful people in your life whose reactions and feelings and thoughts and opinions about you doesn't matter anymore.
Love it.
And you can still interact.
Very good.
As long as in your mind, they're done.
Got it.
Okay.
I love it, Dr. Laura. You're
excellent. Oh, you're sweet. Thank you. I'm Dr. Laura Schlessinger. My number, 1-800-Dr. Laura, to have me preach, teach, and nag at you for whatever it is you're going through.
My friend.
My wife.
My husband.
Mother-in-law.
My dad.
My sister.
I just need to know what the right thing to do is in this situation.
Call 1-800-375-2872. Let me get you focused.
Looking for you to help me get my head screwed on straight.
Okay, I'll try. It's time for you to call, okay? Now, what's my prescription for better, stronger, happier relationships? Easy. It's the all-new Dr. Laura podcast, featuring a morning monologue by yours truly and a call of the day handpicked by me. Listen daily and get a dose of my preaching, teaching, and nagging at drlaura.com or on the SiriusXM app or wherever you listen to podcasts. It's all good.